Nesthy Petecio secures at least a bronze medal for the Philippines in the quadrennial meets featherweight event at the Tokyo Olympics Wednesday, July 28, becoming the first Filipino boxer to win an Olympic medal. Petecio earns a unanimous decision win over Colombia's Yenny Marcela Arias Castañeda in the women's featherweight quarterfinal. Aside from becoming the first Filipino boxer to secure a podium finish in the Tokyo Games, she also becomes Philippine boxing's first Olympic medalist since Onyok Velasco won a silver medal in the 1996 Atlanta Games. This will be the first time in 89 years the Philippines will win multiple medals in the Olympics. Petecio will vie for a slot in the gold medal round on Saturday, July 31, 12:39 p.m. Philippine time against Italy's Irma Testa in the women's featherweight semifinal. In the quarterfinal, Petecio flashes her dominant form from the get-go as she earns the favor of all 5 judges, 10-9 in the first round. Meantime, U.S. gymnastics star Simone Biles' quest to become the greatest female Olympian in Tokyo takes a bizarre twist Tuesday, July 27, when she drops out of the women's team event after one vault. After a disappointing attempt in the first rotation, the competitor list shows an R for Biles, indicating she will not continue in the competition. Biles says things just did not feel right after her vault, saying mental health is more important than sports. A day before, Biles writes on Instagram about feeling the weight of the world on her shoulders. Vice President Leni Robredo meets with potential 2022 presidential race contenders, Senators Richard Gordon, Panfilo Lacson, and Tito Sotto. Robredo's spokesperson Barry Gutierrez confirms this Wednesday, July 28, saying the meetings were conducted between July 19 to 23. Gutierrez does not mention the details of the meeting but says this is part of the Vice President's effort to build the broadest unity possible in 2022. Lacson also confirms meeting Robredo with Sotto during the Kapihan sa Manila Bay Forum, while Gordon discloses it in an ANC Head Start interview. Gordon earlier told the media he is thinking of running for president. Lacson, meanwhile, already confirmed his bid for presidency with Sotto as his running mate. In a tweet, former Senator Sonny Trillanes reacts to Robredo's meeting with Lacson and Sotto, saying he and Magdalo won't support the VP and the Liberal Party if she gives way to Lacson. But Gutierrez says it is extremely premature to talk of giving way when the vice president has not yet made a definitive announcement. Meantime, Lacson, who is an independent senator, will finally join the party as he seeks the presidency in 2022, becoming the chairman of the revived Partido Reforma, which is expected to form an alliance with Sotto's Nationalist People's Coalition. Robredo on Tuesday, July 27, delivered her own report to the nation dubbed Ulat ni VP Leni that identified the gaps in the Duterte's government's programs and suggested ways to improve them. In related news, retired Supreme Court Justice Antonio Carpio debunks President Rodrigo Duterte's claim during his State of the Nation address that no arbitration happened with China over the West Philippine Sea for the landmark Hague Tribunal ruling.
China was given all the opportunity by the arbitral tribunal to present its side. China even submitted its position paper, and China said, "We are not participating, but this is our position paper."
51 police officers that were deployed to different parts of Quezon City during the President's State of the Nation address on Monday, July 26, test positive for COVID-19. QCPD Director Police Brigadier General Antonio Yara says a total of 118 Quezon City police officers were deployed, which means 43% of the cops were affected. The Philippine Health Department says there's no definitive evidence to say virus epicenter Metro Manila is already experiencing another surge in COVID-19 cases. The DOH, however, acknowledges the capital region shows a 19% increase in its 2-week growth rate. Business leaders already support proposals to impose a hard lockdown in August. Businessmen say August may be the best time to impose a hard lockdown to protect earnings in the fourth quarter, when consumer spending is expected to pick up. In Mindanao, the state-run Northern Mindanao Medical Center in Cagayan de Oro goes from code yellow to red on Tuesday, July 27. This comes after the detection of at least 7 Delta variant cases in Cagayan de Oro, Bukidnon, and Misamis Oriental. A recent Pulse Asia survey reveals nearly half of Filipinos are unwilling to vote on May 9, 2022 if their barangays still log a high number of COVID-19 cases at the time. The survey conducted in June 2021 shows only 35% of respondents are willing to cast their ballots on election day. Some 46% would rather skip the polls, while 19% are undecided. The number of people who would rather not vote if the COVID-19 threat persists in their localities on election day is highest in Metro Manila and Balance Luzon. 57% and 50% of respondents from these areas respectively say they will not participate in the polls. Metro Manila is now facing the threat of the highly infectious Delta variant. Senator Miguel Zubiri, who commissioned the survey, expresses fears that a low turnout in the 2022 polls may affect the credibility of the results. Ben&Ben is reuniting with Moira dela for another collaboration. The indie folk pop band announces the reunion Tuesday, July 27, saying get ready for the feels. The collaboration, which will be released on Friday, July 30, will be the band's third single from their sophomore album. In May 2021, Ben&Ben released 2 singles off their upcoming album, Upuan and Magpahinga. The album name and release date have yet to be announced. This is the second time Ben&Ben collaborated with Moira. In March 2020, they teamed up for Paalam. The track was featured in Moira's album Patawad. In May 2021, the band released a reimagined version of their 2017 hit Leaves with Day6's Young K. They also worked with SB19 for the band version of Mapa, which was released in June 2021.